Well, we made it to Jasper and we can't wait to show you around. Well, good morning, guys. We have got a full day planned here in Jasper, and we're going to start out with a hike at Maligne Canyon.
Yeah, it's a 2.3 mile loop. We're starting out at Bridge 5 and we're going counterclockwise.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Maligne Canyon is located in Jasper National Park, so you are going to need a Canada Parks Pass if you're going to hike here, but it's only a, what, 15-minute drive from the town of Jasper, so it really doesn't require much travel time to get here.
Right. It's a little chilly this morning, so we've got our light jackets on, but it's supposed to warm up later.
It's kind of nice in July to be a little chilly.
That's right.
Well, it is so much fun when there are these just little spur trails that you can explore and get down close to the water's edge.
Yeah, just don't get too close, the water's going to explore you.
Yeah, I don't want to take a float trip this morning, right? Especially without a raft.
Right.
It's very pretty, isn't it?
Very pretty.
Good start to the hike so far.
That water is rushing.
Although this is a bit of a climb.
It is.
Well, this hike is a perfect option for days like today. Wouldn't you say, Paula?
Yeah.
When the skies are hazy and long distance visibility isn't very good because we don't have to look off at the horizon, right?
Right. Most of our views today are up close to the water in the canyon, so we're still able to enjoy some spectacular scenery.
And it is spectacular.
It is. Well, there's a cool little waterfall. It's kind of a trickle compared to the other ones we've seen, but it's really pretty.
It is pretty. Kind of looks like a bit of a spider web to me. A very watery spider web.
Maligne Canyon is the deepest canyon in Jasper National Park, and it has a depth of more than 160 feet at certain points.
Yeah, and this is one of the most popular trails in the area. It's considered an iconic Jasper hike, so it can get quite busy. But we're here very early. It's around 7 a.m. and have the place basically to ourselves, right? So there is this underground cave system and the water flows all through these different channels.
Right, so you can see it behind us. It's just coming out of the cave.
It looks like it's coming straight out of the rock. There's this subterranean channel down there that has all kinds of water flowing through it. Pretty amazing.
It is. Wow, look at that water. It is so beautiful, that blue-green color.
Yeah, it's so powerful too, isn't it? Look at the force of that flow. And while we don't know for sure, we were told that this can actually drain during certain parts of the season when Medicine Lake dries up, which is where it gets its source. It's just kind of hard to imagine, isn't it?
That is crazy.
Well, what do you think, Paula? We love slot canyons, don't we? They are amazing. We have visited a number of them throughout North America, and while most of them are usually dry and we're able to actually walk on the floor of the canyon, that's not going to be the case today.
No, not today. Well, this hike today includes several bridges. Have you kept up with that?
I have not kept up with that, but I did read that there are 6 bridges out here.
Okay, and that cross the canyon at various points. They're going to give us different views of the waterfalls and rock formations.
Well, it's all been beautiful, but this is my favorite thing I've seen today. This is it. Just spectacular, isn't it?
It is.
Well, we're leaving the water behind to finish out our loop back to the parking lot. This has been a short hike, but it has been a spectacular hike.
I'm so glad we got up early this morning so we could fit this in. What a great start to the day.
Indeed. If you like a relatively easy stroll along the rim of a slot canyon and some great views of waterfalls, cascades, and beautiful water, you will not be disappointed here.
That's right.
Well, that hike was a good one, wasn't it?
It really was. All those water views and that power of that water rushing down through that canyon, amazing.
Yes, nice slot canyon and plenty of glacial water.
Yeah.
Just gorgeous. Love the underground cave part.
I know, all that water just flowing right out of the rock.
That was really, really cool as well to see.
It was.
Up next, we've moved on from Maligne Canyon to take a Maligne Lake Cruise.
Yeah, it's an 1.5-hour cruise, and we're supposed to get a stopover at a viewpoint for Spirit Island.
We're really, really looking forward to it, and it's been high on our list as soon as we knew we were going to come to the area, and so we're about to board soon, so let's get going.
Let's go.
So we've been informed that it's Maligne Canyon and Maligne Lake and not Maligne.
Yeah, so we'll try to start saying it correctly from now on.
Pricing for this cruise varies based on when you're here, with the low price of around $80 US to a high price of $150 US during peak season.
We're traveling on the Curly Phillips today.
Yeah, and this boat was named after a Jasper explorer who built the boathouse that we just walked by, which is near our departure point. All right, Paula, here we go.
Okay.
Hello, welcome.
Hello, Captain. Oh, Captain, my Captain.
At ease,
never hears
at
that.
ease.
At ease, at ease.
She's like, oh, great. Yeah.
So those YouTubers.
Yeah.
Oh, welcome aboard. Just watch the step entering.
All right, thank you very much.
Every day. Thank you.
Yeah. That's it.
Now, if you didn't know that this was a guided tour today, I'm very sorry, because you're going to hear me talk a lot over the next 1.5 hours. Does anyone know where we're headed today?
Spirit Island.
Spirit Island? This part knows what's going on.
And we're off.
I'm so excited.
I am too. We're headed toward the southern end of Maligne Lake. What are we going to get to see, Paula?
Iconic Spirit Island.
Spirit Island. This is a really, really cool place that we're excited about seeing. Maligne Lake, by the way, is the largest natural lake in the Canadian Rockies.
Wow.
Did you know that, Paula?
I did not know
well,
that.
You know it now, right?
I do.
Its water is fed from the melt from the surrounding glaciers, we read, which is what gives it that beautiful turquoise hue. And even from the shore, it's a beauty, isn't it?
It really is. As you can see, there's just breathtaking mountain scenery all around the lake. We are just immersed in the Rockies here.
Yeah, those evergreen trees in the foreground and then those jagged peaks in the background, along with that turquoise water, is just about as picturesque as it gets. Well, it has warmed up nicely this morning, so we're enjoying our time outside on the observation deck with this nice breeze.
Yeah, they allow about a half a dozen people or so at a time to come out and take some pictures and videos and to take in the mountain air.
Yeah, so we've been in and out, listening to our tour guide tell us all about the area, and then coming out to grab some quick shots when space is available out here. All right, we're pulling up to our stopping point where we will get off the boat and have about 15 minutes to explore.
Yeah, this is where we're going to get a good look at Spirit Island and the surrounding area.
Let's go. Well, this is it, Paula. This is the view that everyone comes here to see. One of the most photographed spots in all of Canada. It's on calendars, postcards, travel magazines, just everywhere. What do you think?
Well, it is beautiful. I can see why it's on all those things.
I mean, I gotta say, even with it being overcast and hazy, this is stunningly beautiful, isn't it? I mean, I'm just blown away here. Well, I don't know quite how to describe it, but it feels really special to be here. You know what I mean? Sometimes you see photos of something and you get there and it doesn't live up to your expectations, but that's just not the case here. I mean, this is a place we're going to remember long after we're gone from here.
Yeah, this is a really cool experience. Well, we're headed back now for the 4-mile return trip to our dock. It's a little over 4 miles, and I'm really glad we decided to do this.
Yeah, me too. We've driven to a lot of amazing places, and we've hiked into a lot of amazing places, and this boat ride into an amazing place really is right up there with the best of them, isn't it? And we've still got some great views on the way back, because even though it's the same route, we're going to be heading in a different direction, obviously, so the perspective is going to be a little bit different for us as well. So if you love nature, or you're a photographer or vlogger, you're going to want to take this cruise when you're in the Jasper area.
Yeah, and it's very family friendly as well, so it's a great thing to add to your itinerary that we think everybody in the family will enjoy.
Yeah, plus every time you see Spirit Island on a postcard or calendar, you can point to it and say, I've seen that in person, and it is even more amazing than it looks right there.
Well, we're almost back, and I really don't want this to be over. It has been really, really enjoyable. It's one of my favorite things we've done this year.
Yeah, we've had a really good time out here today. Truly a highlight of our trip so far. You know what, though? I've got an idea. We should totally come back again next year and kayak out to Spirit Island.
I don't know about that.
So you're telling me there's a chance? Well, our cruise out to Spirit Island on the Curly Phillips was a 5-star experience.
It was. Our captain Deb and our tour guide Seb were just great. It was just altogether amazing. The views, spectacular.
Well worth every penny of it. I don't even remember what it cost.
I don't know.
We'll try to get that information and put it up on the screen. But if you get a chance to be in this area, you definitely want to check this out. It is money well spent, time well spent, and an experience that you will not forget the rest of your lives. Well, we've got time for one more hike today before we need to go off and get some dinner. So we have driven to the trailhead of the Valley of 5 Lakes. Supposed to be some amazing looking lakes out here. Yeah, and it's about 3 miles and about 500 feet of climbing, so not too bad. We're looking forward to it. We've seen photos of the lakes and we know they're going to be beautiful and colorful, but we're also on the lookout for another Canadian icon out in this wilderness, some red chairs. Yeah, since 2011, Parks Canada has placed over 400 red Adirondack chairs all across the country in some of the most peaceful, breathtaking locations from coast to coast.
Yeah, we've heard there's a set of these chairs somewhere along this trail.
So these chairs are meant to encourage people to get out into nature like we're doing today, to explore and have a place to stop and rest while enjoying the views.
Speaking of views, we've arrived at our first couple of lakes, and what we're seeing really is beautiful and colorful. I love the blues and greens of the water. They form these rings around the edge of the lake. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, and as you can see, there are plenty of reflections to be enjoyed as well.
Very, very pretty.
Nice little steep descent here, huh?
It really is. Very steep. There are 5 lakes here, and their names are quite unusual, very unique. What are they, Jimmy?
The lakes are named, drum roll please, First Lake, Second Lake, Third Lake, Fourth Lake, and Fifth Lake.
Right.
Very creative, right?
Right. Just make sure you hike the trail clockwise, or otherwise you'll be misnumbering them and misnaming them.
Yeah, and just to keep you on your toes, you'll actually arrive at Second Lake first and First Lake second because they're named from west to east on the loop. There will be a test later.
The trailhead is just off the Icefields Parkway and about a 10 to 15 minute drive from the town of Jasper.
Yeah, it's in the national park, so you will need to have a parks pass in order to visit here, so make sure you secure that in advance. Well, even though they've been largely off camera, we spent most of our time in Canada with our good friends David and Diane, and it has been awesome to see them.
Yeah, we've had a lot of fun together, and we feel really refreshed and encouraged from their company.
Yeah, guys, thanks for coming and joining us.
Yes.
Well, we're at the 3rd lake, and we have been treated to some amazing colors on the lakes, haven't
Yeah,
we?
all 3 of the lakes have been beautiful. They've got blues and greens and so many shades of green.
I'm just blown away.
I am too.
We still got 2 more lakes to go to, and of course we've got the red chairs
Right.
that we're looking forward to. So we're gonna keep moving. The trail itself is well marked, mostly easy I'd call it, with just a few moderate sections. It should be suitable for most members of the family, wouldn't you say?
Definitely. And there are lots of children out on the trail today.
Yeah, this is one of those hikes that you could finish in less than an hour, or you could spend half a day out here relaxing and swimming and picnicking,
Right.
which is what a lot of people are doing. Oh wow, Paula, look at that.
That is gorgeous.
And look, it's red chairs.
We've made it to the chairs, yay!
Well, that was a fun little stop back at the red chairs, wasn't it?
It really was.
Really enjoyed that. Well, we've reached our final lake, and now it's time to head back to our vehicle, drive to Jasper, and get some food.
Sounds good.
Well, after a full day of hiking and sightseeing, we have worked up quite the appetite. So we have stopped in Jasper at Smitty's to grab some grub.
I got nothing to say other than let's get some food.
I think that's enough said. So I ordered the cheeseburger and fries. I haven't had a burger yet in Canada, which is hard to believe for me.
It is.
So I had to get some Canadian beef before we head back to the States.
And I got the cinnamon roll pancakes. I love breakfast anytime during the day, and those sounded good, and I'm sure they'll taste even better.
Yeah, whoever came up with the idea of combining cinnamon rolls and pancakes is a genius in my book.
That's good.
Well, that food really hit the spot, didn't it?
It did. Those pancakes were delicious.
It worked out really well for me because we did split both of them, and I got that delicious burger first, and then I got to eat those pancakes as kind of a dessert.
Yeah, they were kind of like a dessert, weren't they?
They were. We have had an amazing day.
We have. Jasper has been beautiful. We have enjoyed all the hikes and the boat ride.
Yes. We love Jasper. Wish we could stay here a lot longer, but we do have to move on. We just had the one day. But Canada has been good to us.
It has. We have really loved it.
We've got some more exciting adventures up ahead, but you're going to have to stick around, hopefully for that next episode, to check those out.
That's it for our mission. What's your mission?
I am recording now. I am recording now, fella.
Why do I get it? You and Diane both get to laugh.
What are you doing?
You and Diane both get to laugh and don't get in trouble. Why do I get in trouble?
Because we already were stopped.
Take 34.
Take 34.
Okay,
Is that...
this is yours. Y'all are so weird. Goodness.
This is just a test to see if we're silhouetted. So that sounds cooler anyway.
It does, but you know, that's just how we do it.
Hey, we're from the South in the United States. We speak a certain way. Everybody who's watching this, they're gonna know what we're talking about. Probably not.
Probably not.
Well, hey there guys, it's Jimmy here. Our mission in every episode of this vlog is to share one of our fun-filled adventures with you guys. But our greater mission in life is to share our hope and happiness with you. One of the ways we do this is by giving away digital copies of my book, There Is Joy for You, which we believe will help you in your own spiritual journey. You can get it at no cost by dropping by jimmybrown.com, scrolling down to the book, and clicking on the download button to read it on your favorite device. There is no list to join and no price to pay. It's just our way of trying to be a blessing to you. It's only 39 pages long, so it won't take you long to read it. I hope you'll check it out. You want it, I want it, we all want it. The good news is God wants us to have it too. There is joy for you.